Are you thinking about buying a house on Lake Lanier? Well, grab your floaties because things are about to get wet and wildly competitive. This isn't just any lake, this is Georgia's version of waterfront royalty. We're talking sunset views, dock parties, and the occasional jet ski rider that thinks that they're in the Indy 500. But is Lake Lanier really all it's cracked up to be? Let's dive in, pun absolutely intended. Hey everybody, my name is Tim Gibson and my channel is all about North Georgia real estate. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you are thinking about moving to North Georgia, Lake Lanier, or if you're thinking about listing your home in the area, please reach out. I'll be more than happy to help. Okay, so if you're watching this video, maybe you've heard of Lake Lanier and maybe you haven't. Well, today we're gonna break it down for you and talk about why people want to live on Lake Lanier and why is it so desirable. The number one reason, in my opinion, why people love to live on Lake Lanier is because of the scenic beauty, the mountain views, the water, and all the waterfront activities you can do and enjoy on Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier is arguably one of the most picturesque lakes in the Southeast United States, covering over 38,000 acres and somewhere around 700 miles of shoreline. So if you love to be on the water, if you love to go fishing, if you want to go wake surfing, wakeboarding, tubing, all the fun stuff that you can enjoy on the lake, Lake Lanier has something for everyone. There are marinas located all over Lake Lanier, from the south end of the lake all the way up to the north end of the lake, which is up near Gainesville, Georgia. You have tons of lakefront parks, lots of public boat ramps, amazing sunset views, and you got quiet coves if you want to anchor your boat and go swimming, kind of away from the main channels where a lot of the activity is. In some parts of the lake, you have beautiful mountain views, and it's really just a spectacular place to enjoy nature. Another reason why Lake Lanier is so popular is its proximity to Atlanta. Now, if you've heard of Atlanta and you talk about traffic and things like that, you may think, well, why is that a draw? It's almost like being on vacation when you live on the lake, but you can also get down to your daily commute, or you can even get down to the Atlanta airport in probably less than an hour, depending on traffic, of course. There's also a wide range of different types of property options, home types that are on Lake Lanier. You got everything from small little lake cabins to stunning lakefront retreats that look like castles out there on Lake Lanier, and really everything in between. You also have quite a few gated communities on Lake Lanier. They're sort of exclusive gated communities that are lakefront, that have community docks. In some parts of the lake, you can own vacation rentals and rent those out whenever you're not staying in the house, if it's a second house or a vacation home for you. Homes on Lake Lanier tend to hold their value really well. Obviously, there is sort of a waterfront premium for just about anywhere you live that's on the water. But an interesting fact about Lake Lanier is that the shoreline and the dock permits are managed by the Army Corps of Engineers. And recently, in the past couple of years, the Army Corps of Engineers has put a moratorium on issuing new dock permits on Lake Lanier. So naturally, any home with its own dock or any lot that has a dock permit is going to either retain its value or increase in value, because the demand to live on Lake Lanier stays pretty high and there is not very much supply for those properties that have their own dock permits. Another thing that makes Lake Lanier such a draw is the lifestyle and the community on Lake Lanier. So just imagine waking up to a water view, maybe outside of your bedroom, or you're sipping on your cup of coffee in the morning and you're looking out at the water on your back deck. Great way to start your day. Also, there's a wide variety of restaurants where you can take your boat, park your boat right there in one of the slips and walk right up to a restaurant. Pelican Pizza is a really famous place on Lake Lanier. There's a lot of other places that you can kind of get out there and hang out. I love doing that out on the water. Something really cool about Lake Lanier is that each season offers something unique and different for everyone. Of course, during the summer, that's high time for all of your water activities, your kayaking, your paddle boarding, wake surfing, wakeboarding, all that stuff. That's going to be, of course, during the summer season. During the fall, all the leaves are changing on the hardwoods, on the water. You're seeing this beautiful display, these bright red, orange, and yellow colors right there on the water. It's a fantastic time on Lake Lanier. Wintertime, it quiets down naturally. The water's colder, leaves are off the trees, but imagine just the quiet and peaceful nature of being right there on the water during the winter. Sometimes when it snows, the views are incredible. We're shooting this video in May of 2025 and, people were out on the water mid to late March here. So, You know, if you live somewhere further north, it might be a little later in the season when you can get on the water. That's not necessarily the case in Georgia and Lake Lanier. So I want to show you a couple of different options for homes that you can find on Lake Lanier, at least currently in May of 2025. And if you're coming from a place where houses are more expensive, like maybe Southern California, maybe up somewhere in the Northeast, or if you are in maybe South Florida, you'll notice the amount of house that you can get for the money in North Georgia relative to some of those more expensive areas. All right, so first on our list, we're going to be looking right around $1 million. This one can be found in Gainesville, Georgia. It's 3632 North River Road. You got a really cool looking craftsman style house here with the carriage style garage doors. I love those personally. So this house is 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, built in 1986. You can clearly see that this has been remodeled since 1986. And the lot size is just over a 1/4 acre. Not a ton of huge lots on Lake Lanier, just for your information. And it's 2,800, just under 2,900 square feet. So right here on this first picture, you can see you got a fantastic looking house. You have grass to the water, which is very rare on Lake Lanier. So grass to the water and not a steep slope is a huge bonus for any house on Lake Lanier. And you can see you got beautiful sunset views. They've got a double slip dock. So if you got 2 boats or a boat and a couple jet skis, you can fit all that right there. Now this is a single story dock. This is not a party dock. You've got just a shed roof there. And we'll show you some that have those 2-story party docks as well. Yeah, this remodel job on this house looks like it's been done really well. You got LVP flooring. You got some nice accent work on the fireplace here. You've got water views right there from the family room. As you can see from some of the bedrooms, you have a deck right outside the windows there, and look at the lake view right there from your bedroom. Fantastic. I would love to wake up to that every morning. This is a fantastic house. The remodeling looks great. The outdoor space is fantastic, and that of course is the draw for Lake Lanier. I'll tell you what, I could picture myself out here on the water, sitting on the back deck, doing all that fun stuff on the lake. I'm ready to just go ahead and write an offer on this thing. So the second house, we're going to be going up a little bit in price point. We're going to be going over $2 million, and this is 6225 Random Winds Bluff, and this is in Gainesville, Georgia. So this house is in an exclusive gated community on Lake Lanier with a community dock. It's called Marina Bay. This home is priced at $2,475,000. 7 bedrooms, 7.5 bathrooms, built in 2006, just under a ½ acre of property, an astounding 8,520 square feet. This is an estate style home, beautiful pool, beautiful outdoor space, which is really what you want if you're living on the lake. And just like you want to see if you're spending $2.5 million on a house, beautiful hardwoods, big family room, opening up to the water. You can see the water through the trees right there. The list of features on this house, I would probably spend an entire video on this. So I don't want to give you everything. It's got 4 fireplaces, unbelievable outdoor space like I just mentioned. Like I mentioned a second ago, Marina Bay has a community dock, and not every home in Marina Bay has a dock slip included with the sale. This house actually does have a dock slip included with the sale. I feel like I just want to put some classical music on and let you scroll through the photos on this one. This house is fantastic, and honestly a ton of space, unbelievable setting, and you got your own dock slip in Marina Bay for $2.5 million. You have a second kitchen. The list goes on and on. If you want to entertain and you want to have a beautiful home on the lake in a beautiful lakefront community, this is your place. All right, and last but not least, we're going to go up in price just a little more, and we're going to go to Cumming, Georgia. This house is located at 4115 Merritt Drive in Cumming, Georgia. So this house is listed right about $3.4 million. 6 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, 7,000 square feet, built in 2021, and the lot is 0.36 acres, about 1/3 of an acre there. Like I mentioned, this home is located in Cumming, Georgia, which is located in Forsyth County, Georgia, and Forsyth County is the wealthiest county in the state of Georgia. Some of the highest rated public schools are located in Forsyth County, so naturally it's going to be a very desirable place to live. I kind of love the craftsman modern farmhouse style on this home. It's got a little bit of a rustic feel to it. The flooring is fantastic. Floor to ceiling shiplap around the fireplace. Huge kitchen, like you would expect in a home at this price point. An awesome lower level with all of the recreational stuff you could do. You got a bar down there, you got a pool table, you can walk out to the lower deck. What's really unique about this house that I like is that right there by the bar, you can see some tracks right there for a door that opens kind of like a garage door, and it looks like you can, you know, serve your friends and family right there from a little window right there at the bar, which is kind of awesome. So if you like to entertain, this looks like a fantastic place to do it. You got a really cool outdoor shower to wash off after spending time in the water. I love this pool. I want to get in that pool right now. It's pretty hot outside in Georgia. Look at this back deck with the, you know, you got the vaulted ceiling here with the tongue and groove, all the timber accents overlooking the water. You got a nice easy walk to the water, which is very important on Lake Lanier. And like I mentioned earlier, this is a 2-story party dock. So this is a double slip dock like we saw in one of the other homes. You got a spot for 2 boats or boat and jet skis or whatever you want. And you have the second level, which is where you do your entertaining. You have lounge chairs. You got lots of seating up there. Great place to hang out and enjoy the water. This house is amazing. If you want to be on the water in Lake Lanier, there really is something for everyone at every different price point. We covered 1 million plus, 2 million plus, and 3 million plus, but there are some homes that are under $1 million, and there's homes that are well above 3 million, you know, 5, 6, 7, $10 million on Lake Lanier. So if you want to see any of those, please let me know, and I'd be happy to send any listings to you that may match what you're looking for. All right, so what did you think about this video? What do you think about Lake Lanier and some of the homes that I showed you? Do you have any questions? Please leave them in the comments. I would be happy to answer any questions you may have. As always, my number is on the screen if you are thinking about moving to North Georgia or if you're considering listing your home in North Georgia. That's it for this video, and we'll see you on the next one.